I spent $500 worth of jerseys and merch because my team lost in the World Cup. This is going to be more of a vulnerable video because obviously my last one, I went and I was just telling you guys how to log in, telling you guys how to focus and stuff. And now I'm telling you about how I burnt five. Bro, I'm still mad I made this purchase. So, if you guys don't know what happened, I was at work when it happened too. I was literally watching the game. I was so sorry, bro. And obviously, France lost the World Cup. You know, I had my France jersey on the other time. But I was already on the fence about this. I'm gonna get flamed for this. It was a Travis Scott and Nike collaboration. And I bought three things. I bought the France jersey, I bought the France hoodie, and then I bought the Norway jersey. Not with the players. The one with the players low-key look bad, but the jerseys, they look cool, and I was like, I low-key want them. Now, the entire time, I was already on the fence for buying these jerseys. I had them in my cart for the longest time. Well, at first, it was gonna be Argentina. But after some Argentina backlash or whatnot, I was like, no. After Holland was low-key making some plays, I was like, nah, low-key, Norway all the way. But this was completely emotional. I was at work. My managers was already stressing me out about my rate. My They put me in a bad position. Everyone around me was already just not already in the good headspace. And then France losing it was low-key just a tipping point. I was like, okay, I'm at work. I'm gaining all this money. In my mind, I was like, I'm getting all this money, but I'm not going to spend it. I haven't made a big purchase like this in a minute. I will not lie to you. I was doing good. I was saving money. Then I just threw it all on a credit card and was like, I can pay that later. Which it's really something you shouldn't do. You really should not spend emotionally. Especially looking at me. Again, I'm not gonna say I can't afford to spend $500 on jerseys. I can afford it, yes. Especially with I can pick up overtime. I can do this. Like I can do a lot of things in order to increase the amount of money I make a week. But that still isn't a smart decision. Again, I could use my savings money in order to pay that off right now, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna have to rewire my brain in order to spend my next checks knowing, all right, I'm paying off this jersey because my stupid self just swipe card, go forward. And I was at work just thinking this is a valid purchase because I'm upset right now. My team lost, and this will help me going through the day, which is what I shouldn't have been doing. This was not a valid purchase. This was completely and strictly off of emotion, which is never a reason you should be spending money, especially someone like me who is trying to make it, who is trying to become financially stable and trying to build generational wealth. I shouldn't be making purchases based off of my emotions, but based off of what I need in the current moment. When I was driving home, I started to realize how much of that purchase was emotional. Like in the time, I felt justified in the purchase I made because, again, I felt like at the time this was a need. I'm fine with this purchase. I paid everything I need to pay off, and I started reducing my debt, and I was like, I can afford to make this purchase when it shouldn't be something I can afford. It should be something that I need. There was no need for that. And that's basically the main point of this video is don't let your emotions control the purchases you make. Now, for a lot of people, it wouldn't be something this expensive. Like $500, to some people, that may sound like a ton of money. And to some other people, that may not sound like any money. But regardless, it doesn't have to be that amount. That purchase for other people may not even be that. It's most of the time for people, it's food. You have food at home, you can eat what's inside, but you're thinking, Chipotle got a deal right now. I'll go to Chipotle. Or, Chick-fil-A. Ooh, Chick-fil-A got a sandwich. And, I haven't had a chicken sandwich in a minute. Let me go to Chipotle or Chick-fil-A or whatever. But for a lot of people, that is their impulsive decision. And it really shouldn't be based off of emotion. It should be based on what you need it or not. And I understand it's hard to control those emotions, especially in the moment. I can 100% return these items if I really wanted to. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking if I return these items, one, I'm not going to get shipping back. And that itself is going to irritate me. And two, I still want these jerseys at the end of the day, and I'm going to go through with it. And I'm going to set stricter penalties for my future paycheck. Sorry, my brain just farted during that whole sentence. Anyways, now whether or not your impulsive decisions is physical items like shoes, clothing like myself, jewelry. I know a lot of people spend a lot of money on jewelry. For a little bit, that was me. But or even there's a lot of just investments that will feel like at the time it's like, oh yeah, this will feel like a good idea. For example, right? I'm starting to become like actually locking in and uploading daily, as you guys can see. There was a moment when I was starting to do the thing again. I was like, ooh, I'm getting into the momentum. My life is changing. I'm feeling better. What I need to do is start, going to the gym, stop eating out. I need to work on my weight. I need to do all these things right now. But currently, there's no reason to rush anything, in all honesty. Today, I have off. And I was like, last night, I told myself, I was like, oh, I want to pump 6 videos out tomorrow since I'm not going to work. I can do this, I can do that. Afterwards, I'm going to just start, reading books. I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to work out. And sometimes you just got to back up. You got to take a deep breath and see the bigger picture at the end of the day. If I start doing the same thing that I've always been doing, every time I start getting a little bit of momentum, I start cramming everything at once, I'm going to burn out and then I'm going to stop wanting to upload. Right now, my biggest priority is making sure I'm consistent and making sure that I go to work and I lock in and save my money. Everything else right now is a little iffy, but those two are the main priorities. Now, if other things are starting to increase in priority, I'm probably going to have to lower either my work schedule or the amount of YouTube videos I'm uploading. I don't want to do the YouTube. I want to lock in on. So it's probably going to be the work hours. A lot of this video is going to seem like me jumping around a lot because I'm still kind of just like based off my emotions. But at the end of the day, it's really just understand that your emotions do not control you. You control your emotions. And once you realize that, you can make more, way better financial decisions than me. If the scenery looks different, I'm in my mom's car. I'm technically currently running errands right now. Originally I was gonna do this in my car. I was gonna go out, do errands, and then record videos. But my mom was like, "Oh, you're gonna go out? Go fill up my car with gas while you're out." I was like, "Okay, mom." So yeah, and also if you can hear like the ambiance of the AC, I apologize for that. But it currently feels like I think it was like 106 degrees outside right now, and my mom's car is blacked out completely, so it gets hot. I can't turn the car off. Again, I apologize, but it's either that or you gonna have me sweating. I think I'm sweating already in this video. So I apologize, but that being said, if you guys like the video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you can. I'm trying to make it. We're being consistent this year. Listen, halfway point, there was someone I was watching that was like, it's halfway through the year. What have you done? And I was looking at everything that I've done, and it wasn't a lot. So we're locking in second half of the year, and we are going to try to make it. But yeah, that's your boy. I already told you to like and subscribe. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that again. Yeah, daily uploads. I mean, hey, I'm actually consistent for once, and I'm actually really shocked I am. Like, I'm truly shocked I am. I love the support, even if there's nobody supporting. I love the support, bro. I have 14 subscribers right now. That's 14 more than I ever thought I would get. So, I mean, there's a car doing patrols right now. Yeah, let me bounce before like stuff happens.